I just love Halo 2. It's probably one of the greatest classic video games on the original Xbox, but it's also known for probably having one of the hardest legendary difficulties of any Halo game. For some reason, I couldn't think of why that would be. With it already being a difficult challenge, what if it was terrible? I'm talking 12 frames per second, unresponsive controls, terrible frame rate. I mean, just the absolute worst gaming experience you could ever have. If you're wondering how I got it to look that amazing, look no further than Project Zemu. Zemu. It's an emulator for the original Xbox, and with my totally legit copy of Halo 2 that you can see, there it is, I wanted to try out one of my favorite original Xbox games, Halo 2. Now let's just go down to the compatibility list. There it is. Yeah, it says it's playable. Let's try it out. Oh my! So with that being said, let's play Halo 2 on Legendary in probably the worst possible way that you could ever imagine experiencing this classic video game. The first thing to really talk about is how terrible the controls are. Every button is like delayed a second and a half, and the movement's even more laggy. It's really hard to describe how it even feels. It just feels off. And the frame rate. It might not look bad here, but going in between 24 and 12 frames isn't the most stable experience. The worst thing about it is probably the inconsistency of the frames. So we start here with our very first room, wait for the door to open, and see how the gameplay actually feels. It doesn't feel great, but I managed to take down this one elite and kind of just spray the rest. But one of the elites manages to get me while I'm reloading, which is my first death in quite a few to come. I quickly start to realize that the BR probably isn't going to do it, and I should probably find a plasma pistol. I plan on using a tactic that's known as the noob combo. It's basically where you use a plasma pistol to drop the elite shields, letting you get a free headshot on them. And there are a ton of elites in this section, so I probably should have used this strategy sooner. These two elites drop down and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just spraying them with the MSG, trying to break their shields or do something. Luckily, I think my Marine buddies actually helped me by popping their shields or doing something, because they go down pretty easy with just the battle rifle. I'm not really keen on doing that whole just battle rifle thing again, so I grab a plasma pistol and head into the next room, charging it up. This is where the lag is really starting to become a problem. The noob combo depends on being able to switch to your battle rifle, and the lag just makes it really difficult to get it out in time. I don't know if it's just me having a different muscle memory, but it made it really difficult to hit the elites within the right time. In the next room, I decided to use this chain gun to try and maybe help out. It did pretty okay, except for I almost died. I don't know how that elite didn't get me. I headed down the stairs, and I think I might be able to get a hang of this new timing. I was able to get this elite pretty quickly. I was able to clean up the rest pretty easily. Like I said, I think I was getting used to the laggy controls at this point. I found this weird door that was poking through the geometry. What comes next, I was not prepared for. This one hangar room is the first big challenge in Halo 2 Legendary, and it gave me some trouble. The enemies that come out of this pod thing are relentless, and there's so many elites. They all have dual-wielding plasma rifles and just peek out of cover whenever they can and blast you. They take all your shields away and make you hide in cover, and then peek around the only boxes that are there just to end up killing you. I finally killed enough that I could just throw a couple grenades and blow up the rest of them. I also just got used to the lag with the noob combo. It wasn't easy, but I eventually killed all of them. The next group of enemies come through this little door here, and I tried to get on the Pelican to maybe peek some of the corners and not be so visible, but I eventually just ran out of ammo and had to go grab some other gun. But when I came back, most of the enemies that were fighting were gone. I didn't even know where they were. Not really wanting to take my chances fighting an elite out in the open, I just moved on to the next room. I wasn't worried about it. I would come to regret this later. In this next hallway, I swear there's always a battle rifle, so you can refill your ammo from the last room, but I could not find it. I walked up and down this room looking for it, so I walked into the next room with a plasma pistol and got absolutely melted. So like how Halo Legendary does, I had to improvise. The only gun I could find around was the Halo 2 pistol, which, listen, the Halo 2 pistol is just the worst pistol in any Halo game. I think it's mostly criticized due to that in the last game the pistol was the best weapon, and I understand that they needed to balance everything out, and making the BR the best weapon was really the way to go, but forcing me to use this, having this just laying here, I was not too happy with. And it actually worked against these turret guys, but damn, they got some cheap shots on me that I don't even know how it happened. I got sick and tired of hiding behind these boxes, so I made a dash to the room off to the side, which actually has a BR with ammo in it. I decided to try something kind of risky here. There's this glitch you can do with this turret up here where if you push one of the boxes in front of it, the AI can't really hit you. It wasn't really working out, so I figured I'd just try again next time if I died, but I didn't really want to die because dying meant going all the way back to the beginning of this section. I tried to shoot at them, I tried to pick them off, but I eventually just ran out of ammo on my plasma pistol and had to go back to the other room to find some kind of gun. And just like a slasher film of my own creation, I catch a glimpse of a Sword Elite that'll probably be a problem here in a second. Yep, there he is. Okay, he's charging me. Okay. Oh, yeah, so now I have a Sword Elite behind a box that I can't shoot at. I'm out of ammo, and my only choice is to run back to the other room. Which, guess who's in the other room? That's right, that Elite that I lost when I was fighting and had to get more ammo. He was in there, shoots me, and kills me. And that's about where I gave up. I didn't really want to continue after that. Listen, this was a painful experience. I know it probably doesn't really seem like it just from the footage you've seen, but the laggy controls, inconsistent frame rate, and just everything combined together, including with Halo 2's horrible difficulty and just like the enemies one-shotting you every 5 seconds. That didn't really make it any better. So I'm sorry I wasn't able to even complete the first level of Halo Legendary in this terrible, terrible version.
I'm sorry, Cortana. I wasn't strong enough. I'm sorry.
Okay, I lied when I said I gave up. On my next attempt, I walked through the room, killed the 2 guys with the pistol, the amazing pistol, got to the room with the battle rifle in it, went upstairs. I was actually able to push that box in front of the turret so that when I got on the turret, I was covered and the enemies couldn't hit me. Everything was going great. I thought, I'll kill all these enemies and I'll be off to the next room. And then Halo 2 Legendary had some other plans, I guess. I thought, no big problem. I'll just do it again. I'll keep playing. I will try my hardest to beat this level. And then something terrible happened. On another attempt trying to get the box in front of the turret, I blew up a bigger box that was behind it with a grenade, trying to see if maybe that one would protect me more, and I basically sent it across the map. So when I went to go reload a checkpoint, the laggy controls made me actually select restart mission. I was not too happy about this. As you can see, I kind of just stumbled down the first little part of the beginning of the mission until I just stopped and couldn't do it anymore. So that's literally how the lag killed my game. I would have had to do everything all over again, and I just didn't want to. I find it very ironic, though, that the thing that really made me stop was the latency. I mean, that is just too perfect. So again, I'm sorry I wasn't able to even finish the first level of Halo Legendary this way, and I kind of want some redemption for this, so maybe soon I'll do some kind of series playing through Halo Legendary with some kind of challenge attached or something, I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.